Hey guys, Rob from the Off-Grid Tiny House.
The Off-Grid Tiny House.
Standing just at the entranceway here, the tiny house. Got some better weather, a little windy today though, and I'm going to be doing filling my living wall filter today, and I'm doing it outside here because I know it's going to be a mess. And I don't need that in the tiny house. So I brought a bunch of my spider plants over that are going to be transferred into here, and you guys get to see that. So I will be back in a second here once I line all the plants up and start trying to get this done. Alright guys, I got a bunch lined up down here. Never done this before, so we'll see how it goes. You guys see my big planter here. So I'm gonna guess if I just grab the bulk of the plant, there's two in here, carefully pull up. Yeah. I knew it'd be messy. Look at that root. So I'm going to place him in the bottom pouch here. Turn the camera a bit. Oops. One went down already. Is this guy too full for too big for the pouch? Oh no, he actually just fits. If I let go. Gotta wiggle him to the bottom. And a bunch of stones and stuff are just gonna fall out because I did put some stones in the soil of this thing. That is as far as down as it'll go, and unfortunately this guy is way too big for the pouch. So he's coming out of there, and I want to just put him aside for now until I figure this out. I can at least put the smaller ones in there. I have ones in glass jars here, guys. And what I did is I didn't water them for like I didn't water them for like quite a while. Yeah. This one I can almost angle, and it will fit inside there, but it kind of looks goofy like that. Good thing I'm doing this outside because it's quite a mess. So I got one in, but if I put it straight up and down, it's kind of too tall for what we're doing. So I'm gonna just kind of put him off to the side, maybe like this. It's gonna look like crap though, because these things grew pretty tall. So I wonder if I can destroy part of the root without, or break the root up. Maybe I can, yeah. To shrink this. Oh yes. Hopefully it doesn't kill the plant though. So I'm squishing the root here, guys, apart. I don't know if it's going to harm the plant as of yet, but it's definitely going to loosen the soil, and then I can shrink this thing down to where it's not sticking out so goofy looking. That's better. That's what I want to see. Cool. So that's one in. Oh crap. So I think I can probably do that with the bigger ones as well. So, I'll do another small one though. This one's still a tad wet. It's got some moisture in it still. I guess this will be the big check for waterproofing. So in he goes. And he's wet enough that it tucks itself down there. And I can fill that with soil after the fact, guys. So we got 2 in, and this thing is pretty much overflowing with the leaves. I'm pulling out some of the dead brown leaves right now, just so it doesn't look as funky. And it should be safe enough in the tiny house where we won't be getting down to freezing temperatures. And even if it does, highly unlikely we're going to have frost inside the tiny house. Especially since it's hanging up on a wall and not on ground level. And most likely we're not going to get frost inside a building unless we hit some ice age conditions. Okay, that's pretty decent. So we got 2 in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more slots left. And it's going to be tricky, guys. I can actually fit more than one in these 2 bottom ones. And I may have to do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll have to work on it. So I'm gonna angle you guys down here a little bit because I gotta put this thing on the ground in order for this to work. I'm pretty sure. So I'll put another guy in. Guys, see that? This one's a little moist too. And I'm just gonna gently push to shrink the footprint of this thing. Alright. Now the hard part is these bigger ones. What I can do, since there's 2 in this guy, I can probably somehow separate the 2, or at least crush out most of this monster. Okay, that one did work. And then I can use that material to fill up the gaps. I got my peat moss little shovel here that I can use to fill up the bottom with the excess there. So that's those 2. I may not even do the very top one, just because of the way things are here, guys. Oh geez, that broke right off. Hopefully this plant survives. Hopefully. I didn't even pull that hard, but hopefully that works. But at least right here, I got a ton of soil I can use. There we go. To fill up the gaps. Now, we got a biggie right here, guys, and I have 2 slots left. So depending on how things go, we'll see. Tuck that one in better. It's going to be quite the setup here. Alright, now let's try this guy. Okay. His roots are falling apart like crazy. Hopefully he survives. Okay. Alright. I filled it up as much as I want to. Now I'm going to take my little shovel, take some of this good soil, and fill up these bottom containers here where now I didn't bring any water with me, guys, because I'm gonna hang this thing, let it settle overnight. Ooh. I'm just filling in the gaps here, guys, because there's spaces in between on both sides of these, and might as well use up the soil that's here, because, you know, now this one with the stones and stuff, it needs some desperate water. That one's quite full, actually. This one needs some. And I'm going to shake this off really well before I put it in the tiny house. And if I have to come back out here, I will. So let's lift this up, see how heavy it is, guys. Oh. Hopefully nothing falls out. Give it a good shake. Let everything settle down inside the pouches. Good. Not too bad. Not too heavy. Well, decent enough, but the screws will hold it. No doubt. So, I'm going to lay this up inside the tiny house carefully. And then come back out and clean this mess up. So we'll see you guys in a bit when I'm hanging this thing up inside.